Hello students, welcome you all again in my class. This is part 10 of chapter friction. And students, during last classes we have studied about friction in detail, and we have learned that what is fluid friction, also about factors affecting fluid friction. In today's class we will learn the we will cover the two topics: disadvantages of fluid friction and method to reduce fluid friction. So let's start the first topic, disadvantages of fluid friction. As you can see, it reduces the speed of objects moving through the fluid, so it makes speeding up harder. That is, to increase speed or to continue the speed of an object through fluid becomes difficult. If we pass through the fluid, or if an object passes through a fluid, it becomes difficult to continue its speed or to increase its speed, and this is due to fluid friction, also called drag. Now the second disadvantage: when objects move through the fluids, they lose some of their energy in overcoming the fluid friction. This decreases their efficiency. Students, we have learned that friction reduces the efficiency of a machine. Friction reduces the efficiency of any object. It means friction reduces the capacity to do the useful work. The fraction of energy which is converted into useful work is called efficiency, and decrease in efficiency means rate of doing useful work becomes less due to friction, because friction causes loss of energy. Some parts of energy given to a unit or to a device is consumed to overcome the friction. So students, we have learned the two disadvantages of fluid friction. There may be the third disadvantage, as it also causes the rubbing out of surfaces. Fluid friction causes the rubbing out of surfaces also, but these two, according to your syllabus, are sufficient. You can write in your own word more disadvantages also. Now let's see the method by which we can reduce fluid friction. As it has many disadvantages, so we need to reduce this type of friction, and let's see its method, its technique. The fluid friction or drag can be reduced or minimized by giving special shape called streamlined shape to the objects which move through fluids like air or water or any other fluids. So students, what is a streamlined shape? It is a special shape given to an object, to a system, so that when it moves through a fluid, the friction exerted by fluid becomes less. And we can take examples: the shape of aeroplane, the shape of fish, shape of birds. These all shapes, you can observe the similarity in them, their shapes, and this special shape is called streamlined shape. An aeroplane has a streamlined shape due to which air friction exerted by air on the aeroplane or rocket becomes less when flying at a higher speed in the sky through the air. Rockets also built with streamlined shapes to reduce friction, that is to reduce air resistance. Now, about fishes. Most of the fish have streamlined body shape. This helps the fishes to move through water easily without much friction or without facing the drag from water. That is, they have to face less drag or less fluid friction. Now see, streamlined shape, it should be clear that streamlined shape reduces the friction. It minimizes the friction, doesn't remove the friction. A streamlined shape cannot remove friction at all, cannot remove drag, only it reduces the friction. So students, in today's class, we have learned about disadvantages of fluid friction and how we can reduce fluid friction, and we have seen through different advantages. We have learned what is streamlined shape, and the conclusion is that objects such as boats, speedboats, ships, aeroplane, etc., which moves through water or air, these are built with streamlined body shape, and this is to reduce the frictional force through water, frictional force exerted by water or air respectively. So students, this was the last part, theoretical part of this chapter. In the next part we will discuss on exercise of the chapter. So let us end the class, today's class. Best of luck for next class.